Good morning, sis. I thought I'd give you a trip around my store. This is my little neighborhood. And there is my sign. If you can see it, maybe from the other side is better. Sorry, I'm jumbling you all around. But there is my sign. And we're coming to the front of the building. And here is the front. I made all those banners to put in the top so people actually read. I just put them up last week because we thought maybe people weren't slowing down. Now they have something to slow down and read. And here we are at the front. Lots of noise when you come in. That wakes me up. Just in case I'm napping in the back. No, I'd never nap in the back. Haha. Here are some lollipops. And then we have coolers with drinks. And chips. And beef sticks. Oh my gosh, these things are good. And then here are my candies that I make. And I even have some on the top, different barks and peppermints, so they don't make everything else smell like peppermint. And here's my antique counter, which I really, really love. As you can see all my candies and my turtles that actually look like turtles. And here's a basket of flowers that actually look like a planter of flowers. And then here are some delicious lollipops. Oh my gosh, are they good. But it takes me about 3 hours to eat one. And over here, all kinds of old-fashioned stuff like the gold mine gum and fruit stripe gum, and the reeds just came back. Then I have chocolate covered Rice Krispie treats and Australian licorice, and of course I have all kinds of boxes up top. And then here is the C. Howard stuff that you would remember. Stuff we had when we were kids, which Megan says tastes like a dryer sheet. And this is Kenny's licorice, which is awesome stuff. Best licorice I've ever had. And then I have some other licorice on the bottom, the licorice pipes and Twizzlers. And then we have this side and all the normal kind of stuff, and cotton candy on the bottom. On the other side, more of those boxes, and like the regular staples, but you gotta have the Hubba Bubba bubble gum too. The kids love that stuff. We have so many different flavors. And then some more gum and cough drops. On this side, you probably remember these. These are those fruit-flavored bonbons. They don't make them anymore. This is all I have left of those. And BB bats. I don't know if you remember those. And Kits. A whole lot of sour stuff. But here's something you should remember. The cigarette candy, which they can no longer call cigarette. It's called... yeah, king size candy. And we got lots of stuff here. You might remember the flat taffy. See, it's real flat. That was some of my favorite stuff. I loved the banana when I was a kid. And bottle caps and sweet tarts. Then we have a bunch of sour stuff again. And then a whole thing of Airheads, which is real popular with the kids. And you'll remember these, the candy buttons. They're still horrible, but I loved them as a kid. And then the nickel nips. And they do come individual too, but only in sour now. A lot of sour stuff, as you can see. The kids go crazy. And maybe you remember Chico sticks. And the last of the Jolly Rancher sticks. They don't make those anymore. That's all I have left. And I remember these as a kid, the flip sticks. And I only ever knew they came in red. They come in all different colors, but the red is the biggest seller, so that's what I carry. And Charleston Chews and Sixlets. More theater boxes and Sugar Daddies. Yum. But they would probably tear out what's left of my teeth. And then we have this big rack over here. And we have cookies, Lester's cookies, Cracker Jacks, whole bunch of Star Wars, whole bunch of Pez things, and some Star Wars cups filled with taffy, and some baked items, peanut and pecan logs. These things are awesome. Marshmallow poles, and I'd like to take those and make a candy cake and use that as the separator between them. More cotton candy. And these things are really good. Cold Stone Candy Cone Creations, really good stuff. Bean Boozled, which is horrible tasting beans and good tasting beans. And you spin the wheel and see which one you got to take. You might get a good one. You might get a bad one. And then we have Cowtails and all the lemon heads. Whistle Pops. They just came back out recently. And they're not all broke like they used to be before. Then we have these neat gummy things. It's a whole lunchbox full of gummies. We have all different ones. They're really cute. And I have more Pez. Pez is a big thing. Necco wafers, Whirly Pops, huge Dum-Dums. We thought they were a huge Dum-Dum, but there's 10 Dum-Dums inside. Weren't we Dum-Dums? Haha. Laffy Taffy, the candy necklaces. I used to love those when I was a kid. And marshmallow cones, loved those too. We have big Jawbreakers on sticks. And then over here we have all kinds of lollipops, Color Splash Pops. They come in all different colors. And a whole bunch of different gummies. And then you'd remember these. The Smarty Pops. The kids love those. And you probably remember this. The Turkish Taffy. That comes in all different flavors. And we got some stuff for the kids. They love these things. Like cars and tractors, trucks. And they move by themselves. If you pull them back, they just zoom along. They're pretty cool. For $1.19, they get their money's worth with these. And then you probably remember Razzles. We have all different flavors of Razzles. And Nerds ropes. And here's those. Here is a grape wax mustache. And you have to remember these too. Oh, an empty one. Twin Cherry Pops. I love those. And we have rock candy swizzle sticks, ring pops, and a bunch of sour stuff again. And Tootsie Pop Drops, Dum-Dums, Blow Pops, Tootsie Pops again. Then over here are where all the gummies are kept. I have, as you can see, lots and lots of gummies. and pretzel balls and Fiesta hats and you name it. And there's the old-fashioned sticks. Those are really good too. And then we have the old-fashioned candy bar, Zagnut, Sky Bar, Mallow Cups, whatchamacallit, Zero Bars, and a whole bunch of others. Fifth Avenue, O. Henry Bars. And I even sell hot sauce. Yes, I do. We've got a big ton of Tootsie Rolls and bubble gum. And then here is where you come to cash out. And over here, there's the ice cream machine. And then back here, I have some homemade things, nonpareils and pretzels. And these are all my little jars with my name on it. And all the jars have more candy, atomic fireballs, and one of my favorite, the licorice laces. They come in all different colors, and taffy. And you have to remember these, the satellite wafers. Now and Laters, bit of honey, banana splits, and Mary Jane's, and Smarties, Starburst, sour balls, sports balls, pixie sticks. These things are neat. They're jelly beans, but they look like rocks. And of course the sour stuff and the mints, and I even have Dad's root beer barrels. They're the best root beer barrels you can get. Jolly Ranchers, Zots, and more Turkish taffy. And then down here, these are the baskets I have to make into gift baskets. I'm making a video.
Say hi, Rob.
And this is one of the ice cream drivers. His name is Rob, with two B's. And he comes to get his beef sticks in the morning. Well, in the afternoon when he starts work. Yeah, take it. Take the whole thing, Rob. Oh, I forgot to show you these pictures. Here are the newspaper articles they did. That was the first one. And then that was another one. And my one customer, the one who brought me the food yesterday, he brought me this. It's an antique flue. Beautiful. Now I'll go around the other side. I'm probably making you dizzy. I'm making myself dizzy. This is my work table where I box all the candies up. And back there you can see some of my molds and ribbons. I have to show you this other picture down here. And Megan's pictures. This is another picture that Nelson brought for me, the guy who brought me the food. Beautiful picture, love it. And then these are some of Megan's photography. I'm on the wrong side, but you can kind of get the idea, and I'm sure I'll share her website with you. Oh, and I have a huge sugar daddy. It's not for sale, it's mine. I get asked all the time. I can get them for people, but it's like a $10 sugar daddy. And here is my collection of larger whirly pops with the big one down here. Now we're going back to my storage area. This is where I keep my back stock of candy and the things I use to make things with. Over here, these are all my containers of the things I use to make gift baskets. This table is usually not there, but I had to paint molds the other day for a party, and I haven't taken it down yet. Here's my refrigerators, my hand sink. There is where I store all my things to make things again. There's my chocolate section, my big mixer, cooling rack, and these are the tables I do my work on, and right now my stuff's sitting there, so just ignore that. It's not supposed to be on there, but it is right now. And then we go out into the other room. This takes you out to Mr. Softy's area. They have the big 3-bay sink, utility sink, and we store all our cleaning things back here. And if we come back, this is my little office. Lester and I each have a chair, and there's my computer, keeps me connected to the world, and our security camera, and more of my hundreds of thousands of molds. And then if I go in here, this is the bathroom. And as I told you, I have a really, really big bathroom. Not that you want to see a toilet, but it's storage and a bathroom. Well, sis, I think I've shown you everything. We'll just take a last look. As you can see, my windows go almost ceiling to floor. They're beautiful. I don't get direct sunlight. Well, I did until we put up those things at the top of the window. The sun was starting to bleach some of the boxes and stuff, so we put that up. But here's my little happy place, and it's become a happier place today. So I hope you enjoyed. I love you. Bye.